Hi, my name is Michael Dorsett, and I'm a pastor in Liberty, Texas, and wanted to share this quick story with you about a man in our church that has really embraced disciple-making principles and really running with what he's learning. His name is Ron, and he drives a tool truck and has a route that he goes on in Houston every day. And he tells me that he spends, this time driving from our town, which is about 45 minutes from Houston. He spends that time praying, usually in his truck. But this particular day, he needed some windshield wiper fluid in his truck. And he was telling me that he had some gift cards to AutoZone and had plans to stop at AutoZone and purchase some windshield wiper fluid. Well, he said he drove past one AutoZone and didn't stop and was thinking to himself, I really need to stop and get some windshield wiper fluid for my truck. Drove past another AutoZone and just kept thinking to himself, I really need to stop. Well, he ended up stopping, but not at an AutoZone. He felt like he should stop at a dollar store, which in his words is like, who stops at a dollar store for windshield wiper fluid? And as he got out of his truck, he saw a man in front of the store, and as he was walking up to the store, he said, the Lord said to him that when you come out, give that man $1. So he went in and purchased his windshield wiper fluid, and when he came out, he had some cash, but he looked at the man and said, excuse me, sir, are you hungry? And the man said, yes, I'm hungry. He said, would you like to go to lunch? There was a Jack in the Box across the street, and the man said, yes, I'd love to go to lunch. So Ron took this man across the street and bought him some lunch, and then Ron ordered lunch, and the man was like, wait, are you going to eat lunch with me? He said, yeah, that's why I invited you to lunch. So they sat down and began to talk, and Ron introduced himself, and this man's name was Lewis. And Ron found out that he was a homeless man and was looking to go through a program where he could get a job, but there was some religious things to it, which basically amounted to studying scripture. So Ron said, well, that's why I'm here, because the Lord basically led me here to meet you, and maybe we could start meeting next week. And the guy said yes. So they met the next week and have begun to really develop a relationship, and Ron is really starting the Discovery Bible Study process with Lewis, and now even is talking to Lewis about the possibility of meeting with some of the people that Lewis knows in his network of homeless people. So just the Lord really strategically or supernaturally opened this door for Ron. He thought he was going to get windshield wiper fluid, and instead he met a man who appears to be ready to meet the Lord and study scripture. The same day, Ron was at another site, and as he's standing there in the back of his truck getting his tools ready to sell, a man walks in and says, I'm a terrible father and I don't know what to do, and I'm not really sure why I'm standing here telling you. And Ron's a great man of God and a great father, and Ron said, I know why you're here, because I'm supposed to talk to you about these things. So Ron is really new to DMM principles. He started in a DMC and went through a very minimal training, started out on the prayer calendar. When this happened, he had just started the prayer calendar. So I just want to encourage you. It's often said that, we can follow all our principles correctly and not invite God into the situation, and it won't work. But we can do it all wrong and invite God in, and then God moves. So I just encourage you, pray and believe the Lord, and these principles will work. And I hope this story encourages you and encourages people that you're working with, that in just a short amount of time, they can begin seeing the Lord work in their own lives, and they can begin to make disciples.